Good evening. My name is Pilar Chavez-Revoredo, and my topic is going to be digital trust and behavioral compliance in cybersecurity. How does organizational trust affect employees' compliance with cybersecurity policy? My motivation is we are no longer in an era where we have to mandate our employees or monitor them, which if they don't comply with the needed mandatory meetings or trainings that they have to do completed, they are being punished and they're not being compliant. Will the employees in bigger corporations or smaller corporations feel like they can trust the intentions and competence of those who set them? Are they more often to follow rules and engage in secure behaviors? Or will they not feel fairness, necessity, and relevant relevance to these policies like it's their own life? I feel like we believe we take care of our more personal emails and accounts more than actually our jobs. As you can see on the right, um, we get those phishing emails from every like personal emails, our work emails, and even our school emails. Um, Sometimes it's our negligence that we don't pay attention and we click something because we're not feeling the consequences if it actually happens at work or at school. They have monitored for that. So my digital trust purpose is this research shows that we can be potentially generate more insight for designing and implementing human-centered security that can be relatable, ethical, and effective, and that can be used in every single company, big and small. So when we start getting more trust with our own employees, I feel like they will take care of the bigger corporation because they know they are being protected, helped, and we trust in them. My research gap would be while we have various studies, so many studies on human error, um, but not enough on how much it can actually change, even substantially in 1, 2, or even 5 to 10%. Um, while most studies focus on technical and procedures inside the workplace, what if we actually focus on accountability, trust, concerns for each other, and maybe that can actually change that we live in a place where it's scary to think that we can get easily hacked, and many large corporations do by, the negligence of sometimes employees. But how do we bridge that gap? I would like to examine more in employees' trust in leadership policies or trust in their own workplace systems. There's always a link that we could be exploring that can secure behavioral that comes with trust. My research objectives would be my primary objective to validate whether organizational trust can impact employee compliance with cybersecurity policies. Without trust within their company, they find these reasons for security ineffective, inconvenient, and sometimes not even worthwhile to comply with. Employees may even seek, hey, I'll give you my password. If you're able to finish this, sometimes they are in a rush to assist with other duties and tasks given to us with our heavy workload. Um, we ignore trainings because we are so busy with our day-to-day life. We hide mistakes to avoid getting into trouble. Maybe if we have an open door policy, this we would be able to avoid. My planned experiment methodology would be I would like to test every single type of employers, one from 15 employees to 30 employees, to one of 50 employees to 100, and then another one which over 100 to 200 or maybe 300 employees. My dependent variable would be behavioral simulation, like phishing, data handling, tasks, passwords, anything that was recently hacked in the past coming upcoming years. once it's completed, we would give a brief survey after on quick compliance rules. What do they feel about trust in their workplace? How do they feel about um, passwords, about their compliance, about their trainings? This would come in population with everything that we could provide them with and how it could go hand in hand with trust. The steps would be trust assessment, cybersecurity simulation, and compliance survey. We would then analyze the data, comparing trust assessments with compliance survey. This would represent how the employees trust behaviorally and digitally. Also compare for control, like something with age, knowledge, role, um, department. This could also play a big factor in our data analysis. So, as I provided on the left, it's more of intuition based on trust, prosperity, and how that could lead to our decision making. Here are my references, and that would be the end of my slideshow. Thank you.